Afternoon, folks. Brian here, Geomagnetic Earthwatch, Thursday, July 4, 2024. Happy July 4th, my American brothers and sisters. So, as per request, doing a video on the earthquake swarm on the north end of Cascadia subduction zone. There are a few more than what's been reported here. The largest one is a 5.5. Yes, I know USGS said 5.7, but we all know that they often downgrade. At the same moment this one went off, we have a tsunami boy in motion, folks. Let's go take a look. Very minimal movement, actually. Very minimal. Now, I'll explain why, as I've done many a times. I don't think I'm going to do any cleanup editing on this. So our tsunami boys are anchored to the ocean floor. If there is movement of the ocean floor, upwelling or subsidence, that will put the buoy into event mode, such as this one. So this tsunami buoy, right now in event mode, is not because of any tsunami wave. So our earthquake swarms are on the edge of the Nuka fault zone, right here, off of Vancouver Island. Now, the Cascadia subduction zone is broken up into three plates. The southern plate is the Gorder Plate off of Northern California, southern Oregon. The main Juan Fuca Plate, Oregon, Washington State, into Vancouver Island. And the Explorer Plate, which is in motion right now. However, I'm not going to do any cleanup editing on this video. So this is our 5.5 earthquake right here. However, this here is the Explorer Seamount, the largest underwater seamount off the coast of Canada, and maybe even larger than the axial seamount. Or very close to it. To give you some perspective on the size of this seamount, it's the same size as the entire Greater Vancouver Regional District area. This has been in the news now not long ago. I believe the count was 3,000 earthquakes in a single day swarming around the Explorer Seamount. One of these earthquakes is only a 1 kilometer depth. Now at this time, and you know folks, this has happened before. This is not the first time. Situational awareness is warranted. Panic is not. So yes, there is some movement along the fault line. Please remember, it might be upwelling pressure from the, there's a known hotspot here. I'm trying to remember the name, if it's Cobb. The Cobb Hotspot mantle plume right here. Actually, give me a moment. Yes, I'm correct. So this is the Cobb Hotspot in this area here. And that would be feeding both the Explorer Seamount underwater volcano as well as the axial Seamount. All right, folks. I'm not going to do any cleanup editing on this video. Take it as is. I do not think this is a precursor for the entire Cascadia subduction zone going off. As I said before, we've had this situation here before. That is all.